Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am bringing a Slayed prom inspired tutorial to you guys today, so stick around and see whatever I come up with, okay? Okay guys, to start, we are going to start with the eyebrows. I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony. And I'm just going to outline my brows first and then fill them in. I like them to be darker toward the tip than they are at the front. But most of the time I end up making the front a little bit darker as well. Just because I like the bold brow look on my face personally. You don't have to do that, but that's the method that I typically take when I'm doing like a full, like I'm going all the way out. I'm doing the utmost, you know what I'm saying? I'm popping out. I always just go for the bold brow look. Now I'm going to take my Tarte Amazonian Clay Concealer in Rich Honey, and I'm just going to put that on the front of my hand just so that I can kind of work with it a little better. And I'm just going to use that to carve out my brows and kind of make sure that they are clean, that there are sharp lines, and that they're snatched, okay? Because this is, you know what I'm saying, this is no games. The last tutorial was kind of just like, okay, you know, I'm in a crunch. You know what I'm saying? I got stuff to do. And my makeup artist is about. So I got to do it myself. This is like, no, honey, I know I can do this. Like, I'm out here. Like, I'm trying to pop out. Like, I'm trying to act a fool. Now I'm just going to take my concealer and on the beauty blender and just kind of blend that out. And now I'm taking the blank spoolie and just brushing my eyebrow hairs out just to make sure that everything is uniform. Going in with the Sephora Gel Serum Concealer, I'm just going to coat my eyelids just so that the dark circles around my eyes as well as just the hyperpigmentation on my lids are a little bit concealed. And I'm going to take this Ruby Kisses Set and Forget HD setting powder and just kind of set that concealer so that I have a nice blank canvas. Now I'm going to go in with my Modern Renaissance Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I'm going to go in with the shade Realgar. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure how to pronounce that. But we're going to go with Realgar. I don't know what that is, and I don't know why it's that. But the shade is Realgar. It's the bottom right shade. Bottom right corner. Now I'm going to go in with Red Ochre. And I'm just going to deepen my crease and kind of make that color, kind of give that more orangey shade color more depth. You might see me kind of switching eyes and kind of like switching my point of view or whatever. There's a mirror in front of me, and then there's a more detailed closer mirror that I use just to look right up close. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Raw Sienna, and I'm just going to put that all over my lid just to prepare for the glitter that I'm going to put there, or the shimmer shade that I'm going to put there. Right now I'm just kind of creating a larger lid space than I actually have. Like I said, I have hooded eyes, so my crease is actually a lot closer to my lash line than I would like it to be. So right now I'm just kind of expanding that and taking it past my actual crease and kind of creating my own extended lid. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Primavera. And I'm just going to spray that a few times with my setting spray just to kind of metalize it and make it look more like foil. And that will, number one, brighten the shimmer shade, but it will also enhance it and make it look a lot more like actual glitter rather than an eyeshadow. And I'm just using my concealer brush to carve out my own sort of makeshift cut crease. And I'm just carving out from the center, from the inner corner, and kind of taking it almost all the way out so that it's not all the way down to the opposite end of my lash line, but it's pretty close. I just don't want it to go all the way because I know I'm going to take that deep brown color, the Cypress Umber color. That's what I'm using right now. And I'm just kind of giving the eye more depth and kind of accentuating the Primavera color, because now that color will pop a lot more against the deep brown color. Now I'm going to go into my Morphe palette and just take the black shade and put that right in the corner, the outer V, just to give it a lot more depth and definition. Now I'm going to take the Liquid Moon Dust liquid eyeshadow from Urban Decay in Chemtrail, and I'm just going to use a concealer brush to put that right on top of Primavera, and this is going to make it look a lot more like fresh glitter. It's going to make it look a lot more like loose glitter. I'm just adding a little more for this second, for my left eye, just to make it easier, and just to make sure that they're evenly proportioned, that they both look the same, like there's the same amount of product on them. Now I'm just going to go in with my eyeliner and line my eyes. For this, I'm going for something that's more extreme, so I am doing a wing. The first thing that I do when I do my eyeliner is I make sure that I get the line, the original line without the wing, without the full wing formed, and I take it out. And then I make sure that the left and the right eye, the line that you're building upon is the exact same line at the top, and then I bring the second line down to make the wing. That just helps me to make it uniform and to help make it match. So that's what I'm doing right now, just trying to make them match and get them as close as possible to being similar. Now I'm taking my makeup wipe and I'm just going to make the line as sharp as possible. Alright, I did take care of that. Wiping off my hands, and now I'm going to go in with my color corrector. I use a fair amount of color corrector because I do have a fair amount of hyperpigmentation. A lot of people don't realize that the reason that my face looks a lot darker than the rest of my body is because of hyperpigmentation, and they just look at me real crazy when I have when I actually put on makeup and my foundation is fairly lighter than what people expect. But it's because I have really bad hyperpigmentation around my mouth and under my eyes. It's just really intense. The key that I've learned to color correcting is to make sure that you keep everything in its spot. So now I'm going in with my Milani 2-in-1 concealer foundation. And I'm just going to take a buffing brush, a stippling brush, and just kind of blend that out. Now, how all that got on my shirt, I mean, I just don't know. But I'm just that type of person. Show me grace. Just show me grace. Now I'm going in with my beauty blender. I just find that I like the finish a lot better when I go in with my beauty blender after using a brush. So I'm going to go in with my Tarte concealer, and I'm just going to conceal my face. So I'm just blending that out with my beauty blender. making sure that it's very blended and I don't have any sharp lines. I'm going to double conceal with the Sephora Gel Serum Concealer just because I like that underneath my eye. Now I'm just going to set that concealer with my HD setting powder. I decided to just use a brush instead of my beauty blender because I wanted to get it finished a little bit faster. Now I'm going to go in with my blush. While in between me doing my blush and me finishing up my concealer, I darkened my eyeliner with my NYX liquid liner just because I wanted it to be more sharp and more in your face. So I darkened my liner in between that time. Now I'm just contouring with my Sephora all-in-one powder contour kit, and I'm just taking the darkest shade and sculpting my face. Now I'm just going to take my setting powder and use that to sculpt out my contour. I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Summer Highlighter, and I'm just going to highlight my face with that. I kind of messed it up a little bit and put my brush where I didn't want it to be. This highlighter is a little light for my skin tone, so I didn't really like the way it looked. So I just went over it with my beauty blender. I find that using the beauty blender kind of just tones it down a little bit and just makes it look like natural light. Now I'm just taking it over my Cupid's bow because I'm about to do a bold red lip and I definitely want that to show. And I'm going to take the brush that I used to contour with and just kind of use the remaining product on my nose just so that it's nice and contoured. I'm going to take my two NYX Lingerie red lip colors. The deeper one I'm going to line my lips with, and the lighter one I'm just going to fill in my lips with. I'm just kind of perfecting and making sure that my lines are right, because with the red lip you can not make a mistake whatsoever. Okay, you guys, I am back. I put on my lashes, I put on my highlighter, and I set my face. So I'm actually all ready to go for the prom if I'm trying to go. I hope that you guys enjoyed this look. If you have any questions, you can definitely throw them down in the comment box, or any suggestions, you can throw them in the comment box as well. I will include the products I used today in the description box, as well as my email and my social media information. Bye!